So guys, what's up? So here's what I'm gonna do. So this video is gonna name off these cities that I think should get an MLB expansion team. So let's get in it. So we got 10 teams or 10 cities. But stay tuned for the next MLB video I do when I do cities that should get an MLB team but don't have to expand. That way cities can just move their team to that city. So let's get into the video. First up is Rockford, Illinois. Now Rockford is a city that I don't think could handle sports that much, but it is big enough to hold an NFL team and an MLB team and an NBA team, but I don't think it can hold the big three sports. The big four sports, but it probably could hold at least an NFL, NBA, and MLB team. I'm pretty sure the MLB would expand to Rockford out of any other team would, but hey, that's just my opinion. But Rockford is probably a good city for an MLB expansion because, Rockford is the fifth most popular city in Illinois. And if Peoria, Illinois can have a minor league baseball team, then I think Rockford should get an MLB team. Like I said, in top 8 cities that should get an NFL team, Rockford was on there because, it's a good place. Their high school football is pretty good, so I think Rockford has earned their chance with the NFL along with the MLB. So be honest, if Peoria has a minor league baseball team, then Rockford deserves an MLB team. I know Springfield, in that video I put Springfield should get an NFL team. That's because I think Springfield could hold an NFL team and not an MLB team, but Springfield could hold an NHL team, but maybe not an MLB team, but you know what, maybe. Speaking of Springfield, we have Springfield, Massachusetts now. People in the comment section, oh my gosh, why do you want to bring the MLB to Rockford, Illinois, and Springfield, Massachusetts? Illinois already has the White Sox and Cubs, and Massachusetts has the Red Sox. I don't care. Just build a stadium in Springfield, Massachusetts. Plus, Springfield, Massachusetts is a really big city in Massachusetts, so I don't understand why people wouldn't give an MLB team to Springfield, Massachusetts. I know Massachusetts is small, but it could probably hold 2 teams. So, yeah, just give Springfield, Massachusetts an MLB team. Next up is Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, Raleigh already has a really good college team, and they also have an NHL team, the Carolina Hurricanes, which are really good. Even though most people say that most people think they play in Charlotte, they actually play in Raleigh. And also, Raleigh is a really good space for teams because if Charlotte got it, it'd probably be the worst team in the MLB. Even worse than the Cardinals, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if Raleigh got the MLB team and not Charlotte, then it would be one of the greatest teams in the MLB, probably. Maybe, though. But yeah, that's what I think of this, so yeah, that's just my opinion. Don't come after me. Next up is Knoxville, Tennessee. Now, people in my comments section are saying, why are you bringing the MLB to Knoxville, Tennessee? Why not Nashville or Memphis? Well, Memphis already has a minor league baseball team, and Nashville is literally smaller than Memphis, and I don't know why it has more teams than Memphis does. And also, you can't lie, Knoxville is a pretty big city, and it doesn't have a sports team at all. So, I think Knoxville has earned their chance with sports. Why not? Why are you saying this? they literally, Knoxville is so big that they literally once had a standalone store, and they turned that whole store, along with that store and that area, into a whole shopping plaza. If Knoxville's big to do that, then Knoxville can get a sports team. And also, Knoxville has the Coca-Cola factory there. So Knoxville is a pretty good place for an MLB team. Although I'd probably like to see the Kansas City Royals go to Knoxville more than it just getting an expansion team. So if Knoxville doesn't want an expansion team and they just get the Kansas City Royals, then another city that I would love to see getting an expansion team is Buffalo, New York. Now, I think Buffalo, New York, out of all the cities on here, is the most realistic one to get an MLB team besides Raleigh. I mean, Buffalo has the Bills and they have the Sabres, so I think Buffalo deserves an MLB team. I'm not wrong, though. Next up is Indianapolis. Now, Indianapolis already has the Pacers and the Colts, but I think Indianapolis deserves an MLB team. Even though Chicago has one, Cincinnati has one, Cleveland has one, St. Louis has one, Detroit has one, yada yada yada. I don't care. Indianapolis is a great spot for sports, and if almost all these other states and cities have sports teams, then why shouldn't Indianapolis get one? It's a pretty good choice for a sports team. So that's why I think Indianapolis deserves an MLB team. Next up is San Antonio, Texas. Now, I think San Antonio is probably, if not a really realistic one here, because, well, San Antonio is the biggest city in the U.S. that does not have an MLB team. My gosh, I can't speak right now. It's the largest city in the U.S. that does not have an MLB team. So I think San Antonio has earned their shot with the MLB because it's a really big city. And, well, if they have the Spurs, then they can get an MLB team. Next up is Portland, Oregon, and Portland already has the Trailblazers, so I think Portland can get an MLB team because the city's pretty big and it's not that small either. So I think Portland has earned their shot with the MLB, like I said earlier. So Portland deserves a team. Just give Portland a team. It's weird that Portland's always getting left out with sports. Oregon's such a big state, like, Portland can fit a team there. So, yeah, so I'm going to put an MLB team here in Portland. Next up is Louisville, Kentucky. Now, I think Louisville deserves an MLB team because, well, they have a really good college basketball and football team. And, well, Louisville, you can't lie, Louisville deserves a team. They really do. They are one of the few big cities in the U.S. that does not have a sports team at all. They have college sports, but they don't have regular sports. So, yeah, so I think Louisville deserves a team. Next up, we have South Portland. Now, South Portland is a city in Maine, and I feel like Maine deserves a team. I'm not kidding. I think they really do deserve a team. Mainly because, well, Maine is the biggest state in the New England area. It doesn't make sense how Massachusetts has sports teams, but Maine doesn't. So I think they should just get an MLB team. So, yep, South Portland, Maine is my opinion for a sports team in Maine. I could have done Bangor or Augusta, Maine, but I didn't feel like doing that. I could have done Portland, Maine either, but Portland, Oregon is already getting I already chose Portland, Oregon first MLB team, and I'm not choosing another city named Portland. So yeah, and I heavily did not want Lewiston, Maine to get one because Lewiston is way too dangerous. So South Portland is the best option for the MLB in Maine. Next up, for my last option in the top 10, in my top 10, I feel like Chesapeake, Virginia should get an MLB team. I was thinking Virginia Beach, but I don't really like that city that much, so I decided to go with Chesapeake, mainly because, well, there's a bunch of room in Chesapeake that is just filled with grass. There's a bunch of room there. So they could probably build a sports stadium there for an MLB team. So that's pretty much, yeah, I think Chesapeake, Virginia should get an MLB team. Even though I feel like Richmond deserves one more, but I think Chesapeake should get it instead of Richmond. I mean, what can I say? I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know I could have gotten a little bit steeped with some of the things in here, but, well, I just did that because I wanted to. But next video, I will talk about 10 cities that MLB teams should move to. So subscribe if you want to see that video. Anyway, see you on the next video. Bye!